the talent in our industry. They are so hyper-focused on the science and the operation of their equipment. They sometimes aren't aware that these little things need to be done to maintain the ancillary components to the major part of their imaging device. It's not lack of wanting to do it, it's just they're too busy and their focus is on the physics, the biology, the data, their own presentations. And when these things began to fail after 2 or 3 years of moving into our new building, it became clear that it was just not going to be cost effective to run to fail all these pieces of equipment and still meet the goals that the Research Society expects from our scientists. So rather than take a big budget hit, I, as a former scientist, recommended that we take this over because our staff, if expanded by one more person, which we did, would be able to handle this much more effectively and efficiently rather than individual scientists dealing with their own individual items, because there's so much duplication in equipment that it's just much easier for one of our staff to service 10 compressors, 10 vacuum pumps versus one scientist doing one pump. If someone were to try this in a similar institute, I'd recommend starting out small, gaining the trust, continuing to educate the staff, the facility staff, and just positive feedback and just continually to grow. That's kind of what we've done. We started out small. Everyone was leery about the pumps and the vacuums and the refrigerators, and we've gradually increased to more of the specific troubleshooting of incubators and microscopes. And it's very costly to bring a manufacturer's engineer on site, especially when you're not in a big biohub like New Jersey, Boston, or California. So just the travel expense to bring an engineer plus his time and materials. When you have an electrician and you have an electrical problem, it's fairly straightforward to have them try to troubleshoot something, if it can be something as simple as a fuse, or if it's a pump on a fermenter, to have your plumber look at it, because all these things are basically the same and just scaled smaller. And well-rounded staff really help. Not to say that you're looking for an electrician with carpentry skills or a plumber with microelectronic skills, but if you happen to stumble upon that individual, just I recommend grabbing them up while you can. You know, it's fortunately for us, we all have a wide range of skills. We're all well balanced in our abilities and, you know, initiative to want to learn, to do more, and to try to help, and to troubleshoot through the literature that's provided by a manufacturer of whatever piece of equipment we're talking about. But don't get me wrong, we don't touch lasers or anything like that. We'll touch the power sources for the lasers, but not the lasers themselves. That's a whole another level of technology. And